Oh no! Oh!
Others are still inside. Save them.
Today we are taking a look at House of the Dead on the SEGA Saturn. This is a classic Sega arcade light gun game. I have a lot of fond memories playing this game in the arcade when I was a kid. This was one of my favorite arcade games along with House of the Dead 2. To really get the full experience of the game, you have to get the SEGA Saturn light guns. I really like the SEGA Saturn light guns. They're just straight. The ones I have are just black. There's no like yellow or orange tip. So they feel really cool to hold and shoot zombies with. So yeah, I highly recommend getting the SEGA Saturn light guns for this one. It's a blast to shoot those zombies. Alright, this dude comes, flies, and takes your girlfriend. Takes her into the castle. And then this is the first boss. He just yeets your girlfriend. And you gotta kill him, man. And then you gotta kill all the other zombies. And it's really cool. You've got like different paths you can go down in the game, so there's a lot of replayability. And you can grab a second light gun and play it with your friend. I'm playing it on the SEGA Saturn. I have 2 SEGA Saturn light guns. So if you want to get the full experience, you have to get at least one SEGA Saturn light gun. And then if you have a friend to play with, you definitely want to get another one so you can do 2-player. Of course, you have to play this on a CRT TV, kids. So if you just have a flat screen TV at your house, yeah, you're not going to be able to play this game with a light gun. You'd have to play with the controller, which is pretty lame and probably not even worth it. At that point, you might as well play it on the PC with like a mouse or play Typing of the Dead or something. But yeah, definitely get the SEGA Saturn light guns. Get a CRT TV if you don't have one. You got to go out, drive around on garbage day. Someone will be throwing out a CRT in your neighborhood. I promise. You just got to drive around. You'll see one. Maybe you'll find a Sony Trinitron. That is my preferred CRT to game on. Is different varieties of the Sony Trinitron series of televisions. Get whatever CRT you can get your hands on that will let you play these classic light gun games. Classic games just look better on a CRT TV. They were not designed for these flat screen TVs. So you got to get our CRT to play this game the way it was meant to be played. All right. I see a lot of people on the internet, on the online gaming forums, hating on the SEGA Saturn version of House of the Dead 1, and that's what we're playing on now. I don't think this game deserves the hate that it gets. I'll admit it's not as polished looking as the arcade game, but what SEGA Saturn game is? Sure, a lot of the 2D fighting games on the SEGA Saturn look to be just about arcade perfect, but as far as 3D games go, like House of the Dead and Daytona USA, stuff like that, it usually doesn't live up to the arcade game, and that's fine as long as the game is fun to play, and this game is fun to play. You get to shoot zombies, grab 2 controllers, grab 2 light guns, you shoot zombies with your friends. What more could you want? Sure, the blood is changed to green, and I believe there is a cheat code you could put in the US version of this game to get red blood, and also maybe the PAL version. I have the Japanese version. I don't think you can play the game with red blood. I'm fine with the green blood. It makes sense. They're zombies. They've been mutated. They've got green blood. That's fine. I'm fine with that, okay? This ain't Mortal Kombat. We're shooting zombies, and they got green blood in this version of the game. I don't really mind that, okay? The graphics not being as good, that's okay. Okay? This is a fine version of the game. It's the only real release of the game, besides I believe they released it on PC. You could get a MAME cabinet, or you could buy an actual House of the Dead arcade cabinet. That's going to cost a lot more money than just grabbing this game, grabbing a couple light gun controllers. I would definitely recommend going with the Japanese version because the American version of the game, it's kind of a rare Sega Saturn game, and it costs too much money. It is not worth the price, okay? I don't get why anyone would spend more than like $80 on a game. It's ridiculous to me. Spending more than $100 on a game. How can you enjoy a game that you spend that much money on? It will never live up. There is no game that is worth spending $100 on, in my opinion. Okay, maybe you got some special edition version of the game that comes with a book and comes with all, fancy stuff. But man, for just a normal game, spending $100 on a game that sold retail originally for $60 or $40, it's ridiculous, guys. Don't do that. Find another way to play the game. You cannot support these sellers that are selling games for $100. Alright, so if you guys have access to a SEGA Saturn and a SEGA Saturn light gun or two, I definitely recommend importing a copy of House of the Dead from Japan. I got my copy for around $10, $15. So that's pretty good price for a pretty great game. It's my high recommendation. It's a classic. Check it out. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos about classic Sega games and Sega Saturn games. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye.